we're going to be taking this Mark IV Supra on over a 500-mile road trip. Now this has been neglected over the last few years, only doing a handful of miles to an MOT centre and back. Now we're on a final push to get this ready, sort all the problems out and hit this road trip like a true GT car should. Let's get into it. So you would have seen in the last video, we still had issues with the rear lights where one was kept going off when you pushed the brake. But we found a solution to that. Check this out. So we're just having another look at this fault on the rear lights. We've got Minty with us today. Say hello, Minty.
Hello, Minty.
And we think we know what it is. We're just going to get the voltmeter on it and have a little look.
This is the earth wire. It's not actually connected to the bulb holder. Someone has tried to repair it in the past.
So I'm trying to get it onto the brass.
That is on the brass. So now try your brake lights.
Yep. On.
No, still doing it. Change of plans. We're going to put this new bulb holder in because on the original we can't get the solder to take to it. Do a little testicle.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Brake lights.
Rear lights sorted. Right, we got loads of goodies to get fitted up to the Supra. You had seen in the last videos, we've done the brakes, we've recommissioned it, serviced it, we got it through the MOT. Roof seals, so the roof is giving us lots of water problems. Shiny new wheel arch lights.
The airbox, well, yeah, clips came off of front bumper, they should be on there, we've never had them on there. Some LED light bulbs.
It's all our boot trims, all the under trays, loads of goodies. We're going to take the roof off and sort these seals out, stop all that water coming in. One roof! There we go. One seal out. With the back seal done, we moved on to the front one and all was going well until the last bolt. And we just couldn't get this out. We tried everything. So in the end, I got the grinder, tried to put a slot in it so we could put a flathead screwdriver in it. But this didn't work. Out came the grinder again. We ground the head off and then drilled out the rest of the stud. While I'd done this, Chaz went along that channel, cleaning it up and removing as much of the old sealant as he could do. Eventually, we got that bolt out. New seal going on. Oh man, that fits in there lovely. Go on, work her along.
Well, let's just leave it, let's see that.
Right, Chaz just pulled that trim off the side. He's just plopping a bit of sealant on that. Probably didn't need to take it off, but belt and braces.
Yeah, we found a hole.
Are you any good at finding the hole, Chaz?
For the first time. As long as I spit on it first.
Are we still talking about cars, yeah?
Anything.
We're going to stick the roof on and give it a little hose test, see if we're still leaking. Let's do it. Nope, looks like we got a leak. The leak is coming through the roof, through these side trims. We're just having a look. And yeah, these are knackered. So I reckon we'll have to get another couple of them ordered and get them on. Right, following our water test, we know our boot spoiler's good from where we sealed it up before, but we've still got water coming into the boot and we've found the problem. So it's coming in, that rear light on that rusty mark. It's running down there and then coming in. So the seam sealer has failed. We have got a little bit of rust there. So we're going to treat that and give it some seam sealer and that should be another leak sorted.
And we've cleaned all the gullies out and we've cleaned up all the rubber because it was just getting clogged up with like moss and stuff.
So I'm going to treat all this and then I'm going to go with the seam sealer, go down there, and back across. We've got the boot back together as far as we can go at the moment. So we've got our lovely new boot flooring, we've got all the side trims on, got that trim on. This one we've left off because it's broken.
Yeah, these
holes. So Chaz is going to do a little repair on that.
similar to that now.
The previous
or maybe
one
try
there.
and 3D print one. I'm not sure. It's got a texture in it, but
So we've got that to sort out, and then in there you'll just see the seam sealer. So we've rust treated that and seam sealed it, but I think in the summer we'll probably strip this right out and actually get that welded up. But that will hold us for now for the road trip. So with the boot all built back up again, we moved back to the engine bay. So just a couple of jobs just to finish off to tidy everything up. First one, we got the ducting put back in for the air filter. Nice, quick, easy job. And then on to the headlights. So we'd previously removed the HID kit. So now we're just retrofitting some LED bulbs just to make them a bit brighter. Then onto the heat shields on the manifold. We'd removed these previously, as you've seen in the last video, where we repaired the exhaust downpipe. Now that we're happy with this, we can get this fitted. With that all done, bonnet down and on to the next job. We've got Mint back with us today because in preparation for our road trip, we are changing the cam belt. And me and Chaz are definitely not professionals, so we have one. Say hello, Mint.
Hello, Mint.
So we're going to let him crack on, get this belt on, and I'm going to chuck these anti-rattle shims on the brakes. Since we cleaned these up, they're rattling, they're knocking, and we think this will sort it. So this is a nice quick 5-minute job. Chuck these on, get the cam belt on. We're nearly there. Right, a little bit of heat required here because that pulley is not coming off at the moment. Oh, look at his hat, look. Check out that.
Oh, hell.
He's a fashion icon, isn't he, Chaz?
Now.
Yeah, that's it, a true Bilo banger. Right, he's going old school. Gonna try and loosen it with the engine. Nope.
Yeah, boy.
You got it?
I think so. Yep.
This is why we've got Mint here doing it, and not me and Chaz. We would have cut the head off that and then gone, how are we going to get the stud out the block now? So, after all this hard work, Mint doing all this work, how do you think this is going to fare up on a road trip? Because we're going to be clocking quite a few miles, aren't we?
I think we should bring it back up.
Is Mint following in the van, is he?
Yeah.
Probably for the best.
On you go.
Should we get this right, Mint? No pressure.
That's what it's going, isn't it?
Loosen it.
Pulley going on. Your shiny new bolt.
New auxiliary belt, as we're there.
If you just guess it, it makes it more fun when you start it up. Right, cam belt's all back together, and Chaz is going to give it a first start. Yeah, boy! Well done, Mint. Right, we're going to quickly pull the bumper off this and get that corner welded up, because obviously you've seen in the previous video that was rotten. Chaz had done a repair on it previously, just so we could get the bumper mounted. But we want to get this mounted properly, get all our arch liners in, get all the under trays on, so it's ready for the road trip. Let's get into it. Right, bumper is off. Just going to get Chaz's little bracket out, and then we'll get this welded up. So there's our little scabby bit. So we'll scuff the paint off, weld a bit in, and get some new holes through. This bracket here, these bolts go through it. So we need to get that nice and solid to mount the bumper. Right, that's all welded up. All the holes are gone, the rot's gone. Chaz had a little go as well. So we'll get some primer and paint on that and have a look at the rest of it.
The wheel trim set, we've got all the correct bolt holes and fittings in that lot. So we've got a couple of fittings there. That's all good. One in there, the bolts there. We've got all these bolts here. There's a little popper that might need a bolt. Also got bolts and washers for all of these, all stainless steel bolts and washers for the wheel arch lining. So while we're here, I might as well swap them all out. I might pop this off and just have a look underneath, see the state of that as well.
Right, we've got our shiny new arch liners in there, if you can see that. And we've got the rest of the original arch liner all bolted up and looking good. So both sides are done. We've tried to use stainless screws where we can. So now it's going to be onto these under trays and fitting up the front bumper. We're onto the bumper. And we've got these new lights to fit up. Obviously we touched on this before, but yeah, it's not mounted very well. It's all hanging down. On the inside, we're going to sort this grill out, get that attached. I think we've got to take the lower lip back off because that sandwiches part of our under tray onto the grill, and this was just cable tied previously. So we snipped them off, and now we're going to nut and bolt it across the top, and it has its own 2 clips on the bottom to secure it. So we got some nice panhead bolts that won't be visible from the front. Once that's all secure, we start having a look at the new lights for the front. So out with the old ones, and then offering up the new ones, we can see these have got an additional mounting point. So a quick measure up here, drill a hole for the mount, and get them bolted up. And now they're in, they're looking sweet and lovely and secure. On to the next job. So it's the front half of the belly tray. Now we've bolted this to the bumper first before putting it on the car. One reason is we haven't quite got the correct clips and brackets for this. So we've nut and bolted it. This should still be accessible if need be, once you remove the second half of the belly tray. So we got this on, got the bumper fitted up, which was a bit of a fight. Now that belly tray was holding it to its true shape, everything was snug and secure. So there was a little bit of pulling and pushing here and there to get everything lining up. But eventually we got it, and got all the new arch liners bolted up with it. So we're right at the end. We've done so much work to this car. We're just about ready for the road trip. There's a couple of bits still to do, like the 2 roof trims, which are ordered. And now most of the rattles and knocks and bangs are gone. I think we've got one left, which is a loose HUGE shield, which we will sort out. Apart from that, we're pretty much there. We're on the last few bits of the bumper. It's been a bit tricky. Right, so that is the bumper all back on, everything's working and looking pretty sweet with our new lenses. So I think after all that work, I think we're about ready for our road trip. All that's left to do is run the mop over the car, get her looking proper nice and shiny, and then we can hit our road trip where we'll be taking this over 500 miles up to Wales, across Wales, round Wales and home again. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe.